What's up, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to do another day of journaling. I'm in phase 2, which is around about day 6 of a 66-day journaling cycle. I do these in cycles. This is my second cycle. I've already done one 66-day cycle that I didn't film for YouTube. And in the first phase of this 66 days, I just observe for about 3 or 4 or 5 days what I'm doing each day in terms of my morning routine, daytime routine, sleep routine, diet, thoughts and feelings, anything that I'm noticing. And then that's just to sort of observe, like just figure out what I'm up to. And that gives me a little bit of a chance to sort of start to think about what I want my routine to be. And in phase 2, which I'm at now, I do for about like 3 or 4 days. I just sort of write down aspirationally what I want my schedule to be for the next cycle, for the next 66 days. Or, it's probably 50, whatever, by the time I get through phase 1 and 2. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to write about the things that I want to incorporate. And what I find is that when I'm doing this, there's a number of things that can happen, right? So, one, there's a lot of mindfulness going on. So, in my cycles, I'm always like trying to figure out if I missed something in my routine, like if I missed a gym session, or if I missed something at work, or if I missed hanging out with my friends, or if I missed going to the museum, or whatever I'm trying to do in the routine. And then when you analyze what you missed, you try to think like, okay, well, how was I feeling around that time? And, uh, what had happened before? Was I tired? Was I emotional? Was I, did something out of the ordinary happen? Whatever. Um, was I burnt out? Was I like over the routine? Was I sick of the routine? Did I need something to do something new? Was I bored? Um, those kinds of things. And then you can figure out why you fell off. And then the next time uh, the next time that same pattern occurs that made you fall off, this time you can kind of catch it in real time. Or the next time you can kind of catch it in real time. And in that way, you can kind of slowly make unconscious patterns conscious, right? And so my definition of mindfulness is something like that in journaling. You're making the unconscious parts of you conscious. And I also am undiagnosed ADHD. And so I find that having this routine really helps me to just stay on track, because I tend to sort of get sidetracked by like 10 other different things. So this kind of journaling where there's a routine involved helps me a lot. It's also good for anxiety and depression. I have a lot of anxiety as well. And when I do this, it gives me a lot of confidence that I can actually like get better at the things that I'm trying to get better at and achieve goals and stuff. And so that lowers my anxiety, and I don't worry about achieving things so much. And because this routine, like it keep this journaling and focusing on the routine really helps me to keep the routine. And so that I know that if I put it in my routine, it's very likely to get done. Maybe not 100% of things get done, but it's 90%, 80%. Um, and so when you have lower anxiety, you're also less likely to sort of spiral into depressions and stuff as well. So yeah, that's kind of why I do it. And yeah, so I'm just gonna, for the rest of this video, I'm just gonna um, fill out this form aspirationally as to what I'm trying to do um, soon, and you guys can watch if you want. And I should also note that if you like this structure, go to this link. It's in the description below, but you can use this form as well for free. You just got to create a free login and then access this page, and you can use it too. and all of the all of the previous entries that you made will be down here. And yeah, that's about it. So let's go. I think this is day 15th. Okay, so I'm just going to put on some music, and actually, you know what? I won't put on music today. Maybe I'll see if I can commentate the way through and add a little bit more context to what I'm doing. So yeah, so here I'm just going to write like the morning routine, what I did. 6 a.m. I think it was around 6 to 7 a.m. Let's be accurate here. Um, yeah, when I wake up, recently these last few days, when I wake up in the morning, I feel like really good, and I attribute that to the prayers that I've been doing. I've been using Orphic, like ancient Greek Orphic prayers before I sleep and also during the day. And I'm in those prayers. I'm actually I'm directly asking for like really good sleep. So yeah. So in Orphic prayer, they actually have like a deity that is that represents sleep. So when I'm doing those prayers, I ask that deity for really good rest and to make me feel good when I wake up, get a really deep sleep and all that sort of stuff. So I think that's working. It's pretty awesome. And then what did I do after that? I'm gonna have to try and remember now. Actually, today I had a bunch of random stuff. I had the washing machine broke, so I had to fix that. Then I had to wash my clothes manually. So this is like something super random which cropped up. It doesn't normally happen, but it delayed me. Um, and then I cleaned the apartment a little, which is normal. And then I went to the gym and did 2 rounds of sort of. I have a sort of a body weight routine at the minute, and I'm writing this down. I'm writing this down as if it's not really aspirational, which is slightly mistake, which is a slight mistake. But this routine is pretty close to what I want to do anyway, so it's not going to matter too much. But one thing I did forget was I forgot to do my morning prayers this morning. Or did I? No, actually, I did do it. Yeah, you did do prayers. Um, so actually, I did morning prayer here. Yeah, I did do morning prayer. So that's cool. And then I went to the gym and I did 2 rounds. And then I listened to this awesome video as well. Great video about ancient Greek vegetarianism. And recently I did a Christ cycle, which is also known as like inner alchemy. And that is when you take advantage of your body's natural DMT, i.e., psychedelic cycle. Every month, your body produces DMT naturally without you taking any exogenous psychedelics. And so you can learn how to do that on my website as well. Go up the top here to courses, and courses or guides as well. You can go to Christ Oil Cycle, or you can go to courses, and there's a course there. It's all free. But basically, you can do those cycles. And what I find is when I do them, um, I get a lot of like DMT or psychedelic ayahuasca like sort of insights, like personal insights, and lots of synchronicities and lots of cool information. It tends to come to me as information. Like I get all these great like sort of YouTube videos and like book recommendations and stuff like that. It's quite fun. And so today I was listening to this video, and I was just laughing because it was so synchronous. It was all like, it was just so right up my alley. But yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say there is I I spent like a bit more time than normal doing that this morning because just because it was so awesome. Anyway, so yeah, daytime routine. So came back and did more um, Greek watching of videos, more watching of ancient Greek videos, and I got a little carried away with this actually. But one thing for me to figure out there would be like I do, or to note there is like I do feel at this time I feel like I'm supposed to be really strict with myself. It feels like I'm supposed to be like very strict right now with all the different things I'm trying to do. So I think as I was getting distracted today, I kept on thinking like, oh, I have to rein this in, I have to rein this in. So I think I'm just gonna write here like um, one of the things I need to work on is being less distracted. Like I'm actually pretty freaking good at not being distracted sometimes. But every now and then I do get distracted. So that was just one instance where, so it's not like a huge problem, but it is like something I want to get better at. I'm feeling the need to be very hyper, almost like perfectionist levels of sort of staying on track, right? So um, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Anyway, so I came back and then what did I do today? Did I actually do any work, or did I get distracted completely? Um, I'm not sure I actually did any work today, guys. Um, okay, so I can't even remember doing any work today. So it's not the best thing in the world, but that's something that I missed, right? So I'll note that down and analyze that. Sleep routine. Yeah, sleep routine's been good. I need to. I want to add in. So aspirationally, I keep forgetting this is aspiration. So one to aspirations for work. 1 to 3 videos per day and shared on socials. Um, that's about it. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. Sleep routine. Sleep routine's good, but I do want to add in some breathing, some breath work before bed. Actually, this morning I did do some stretches. I did like these yogic stretches, but based on lower 3 chakras, and those are really good. So, in addition to like doing uh, those yogic stretches, the breath work before bed um, should be there as well. And then I want to do the nightly prayer. And I kind of want to fit in a mantra meditation. Mantra meditation. And then that's probably it, right? It's like listen to audio book or podcast. No screens. I really need to not have screens in my life after about sort of 7 or 8 o'clock. Diet today was all on track. Had chicken, watermelon, mixed nuts, water. Had some medicines for inflammation. But yeah, want to be really much more restrictive on diet. Also learned a cool thing, which was the Sanskrit meanings of my name. So my name, my real name, has a lot of different meanings in Sanskrit, and a lot of the meanings it revolves around discipline. The meaning of my given name revolves around discipline. Discipline, and I feel like this relates highly to my arthritis and sort of lessons that I need to learn. I learn to deny desires around food and be very disciplined about diet in particular. Yeah, I think one of the things for me is that I always feel like I need to learn to be more disciplined. And when you look at my psychological profile, I'm like not very disciplined. So that's always something that I'm like working on. And it just scales up. Like I'm already really disciplined with my diet. Like anyone would be like, I think anyone would be quite impressed. I have like because I have arthritis. I have lots of joint pain, especially in the back, and um, when I eat like a normal person, I get like just mad inflammation. Sorry, and so I have to be really strict on my diet, and I am strict. I am good at it because if I'm not, then I'm just in pain like automatically, right? So it's like an easy way to keep me in line with diet. But my feeling is that I need to be like way more strict. So I might even go lion diet, right, which is only steak. I think you can maybe eat some chicken and water. Right, you can add minerals to the water, or you could have a tea, right? You could have like a herbal tea or something like that. And to be honest, I'd probably have black coffee in there also. So I think I'm going to have to go that. And then that's just for 3 weeks of the month. And then 1 week of the month, I will actually completely break that and do the opposite, which is a vegan diet because, well, it's an alkaline diet, but it does have no animal products. So it's kind of, I guess it is vegan as well. But I don't like saying I eat a vegan diet, so I prefer to call it alkaline. Um, so yeah, some thoughts and feelings. I also want to add in essential oil therapy, some Reiki, microdosing, um, Christ cycle. I do those every month, so might as well. Aromatherapy. When I was like over the weekend, I started to look into the lower three chakras, and the lower three chakras, um, I think, are a problem for me. That's why I have back pain, and that's where all my inflammation is. So, from a spiritual point of view, that would mean that like your lower three chakras are like, you have problems there, which is stuff like feeling secure and financial security and like a sense of identity and all that sort of stuff. So the aromatherapy, the Reiki, and the oil therapy, as well as the yogic stretching that I mentioned earlier, and the breath work, those are all things to impact that. And then what I'm going to do is, because the microdosing will add in neurogenesis, like the creation of new neurology, sorry, um, those changes, like all the positive effects from the aromatherapy and the essential oils and stuff, those should all be extra effective, because I will be I will be creating those new behaviors will be being built into new neurology, because that's what neurogenesis is from the microdosing, right? So really looking forward to all of that. And yeah, I just want to feel like more sense of identity, because I think that's an issue. And one thing I've been doing there is like researching my like family names, just to sort of like figure out what that means from like a Sanskrit point of view, and that's actually really revealing. So I'm really enjoying that. Um, Financial security wise, I think I'm actually doing pretty good on that front at the moment. I'm not too worried about it, but it has been a problem in the past. So, but it's getting a lot better. So my finances are getting a lot better. So, because I've spent quite a lot of time in the last like 4 or 5 years, like learning about investing and investing wisely and using my money wisely. So I feel like I know how to do it, but I'm still waiting a little bit for like the returns to come in, because it takes like like a little bit of time for all those returns to come back. So I feel like they will in the next year or so, and I'll be starting to feel like a lot better in the next year or so about money and finances. And then I'm going to start to sort of make some more solid plans, maybe settle down, get a girlfriend, do the whole family man thing. Maybe, or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um, want to feel much more confident. I think when you have lower three chakra issues, I think you have like low self esteem from something. Maybe it's like a lack of identity thing. I have like kind of identity issues. Um, Given that I'm kind of like what do they call it? Like a third culture kid or whatever. I'm like um, two different cultures mixed together, and when you're like that, um, nobody really neither culture like wants to claim you, because they always see, or they most often see the the other part, the other culture. Like um, they don't see the commonalities, they see the differences, right? So when you're growing up, it can be quite difficult. And then when you're young, right? Like when you're really young. And then when you have I have a very difficult name, my given name. So like even just when you're introducing yourself, it can be like alienating. So I think those things from my early years impacted my sort of lower three chakras, and I'm only just now figuring out that is very relevant to me. I had come across it before, but it just didn't really gel, and I think I probably wasn't ready for it at that time, and now I am. So yeah, just kind of working through all that. And the other thing is that Christ oil cycles actually do they promote sort of like spiritual development and karmic healing and chakra based healing and stuff. So I think that's sort of guiding a lot of my spiritual development at the moment. And I think, yeah, once I sort of deal with those three things, I think I'll be start to feel like a lot more confident. I have dreams as well where I like have this like amazing confidence. So I think that's kind of like predictive, right, of what's going to happen to me as I sort this stuff out. Anyway, I think that's kind of it for now, guys. So I'm going to continue to do a daily video of this sort of style every single day, and for the 66 days. So if you get anything out of this video, if you like it, please hit like, hit subscribe, share it with a friend. That stuff really helps to get the word out about this channel. And yeah, I'm interested in helping people with ADHD, anxiety, depression, lower three chakra problems, doing spiritual development, doing Christ cycles, doing fasting, all the different preparations needed for all that stuff. Microdosing, macrodosing. I'm going to have some microdosing, psilocybin, and macrodosing experiences coming up that I'll let everyone know about. And also this year in the fourth quarter, so sometime in like actually in the third quarter, sometime after like August or something, I'm going to go to Peru to drink ayahuasca again. I've actually done it before. Back in 2019 was the last time, but I've done it several times. And I'm going to open that up to people. If people want to like come with me, if people are interested in drinking ayahuasca with someone who's experienced in ayahuasca and knows how to pick the right retreat and knows how to like prepare properly and stuff, then you can come and do it with me if you want. We'll go to Peru, so that'll be an adventure. We'll meet up, we'll hang out, we'll do spiritual stuff, drink psychedelics, and we'll prepare together, which is kind of like one of the most important things, right? Like I'll teach you how to prepare in terms of dieta and preparations of practices and what to remove and what to keep and what to add and all that sort of stuff. So if you are sort of like interested in ayahuasca, but you kind of like sort of maybe you feel like the preparation is a little bit daunting or something like that, then maybe that process will be appropriate for you. So yeah, I'll leave it there for now, guys. See you later.